Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin and today we're doing a full face of affordable drugstore makeup. It's been so long since we've done drugstore and with the prices of things lately, I know some of you might be like me and you've got your assets tied up or things you're saving for a wedding. If you're like me, a porch demo, redo, whatever, build, or you just can't stand to spend that much $28 on a makeup product. I hear you. Let me show you some classic staples. They've been around for a while, but they are still great and good, and you should know about them if you don't already. So if that sounds good to you, keep on watching. Before we get too far into the video, if you have not already, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I upload new videos twice a week. It's totally free to subscribe, and I would love to have you back again on the channel for all things makeup. All right, let's go ahead and get into the drugstore affordability. Alright, we are getting started with the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams Poreless Putty Primer. This is just what I have, but they sell, I know this one's like limited edition. The OG is still there, and it is marked up from what it used to be. I won't lie. I think it used to be like $5 or $6. It's $10 is what I just looked up at Ulta, so prices are going up. Have you guys seen the whole thing about, e.l.f. prices going up, yet they just bought Hailey Bieber's brand? I would love to know your thoughts about all that in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Like them paying $1 billion for Rhode and then turning around and saying, oh yeah, we have to raise prices to keep up with costs. I've heard differing opinions and discourse, so I'd love to know your opinion. Regardless, this one is a goodie. I do find that it fills in not only the pores, but I am 33, getting close to 34, and fine lines, wrinkles, things like that, I find this smooths out just as well as the pores. So this is my second or third one of these that I've gotten, so definitely something I recommend. Next up is the most expensive item of the video. This is a newer e.l.f. product. This is not new by any means. When I say newer, I mean like I just said. In comparison to the Poreless Putty line, those have been out for years. This is newer compared to that. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Mine is in shade 2, Fair Light. Fair warning. I think these are pretty dark. Like if I were to get this again, I would get the lightest shade that they had for like my natural shade. I am currently wearing like my self-tanned dark shade, if you can believe it. Light is my darker tan shade. Okay, so next up I want to recommend the Wet n Wild setting powder. I can't find mine. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to find that because it's so good. And it is $7.99. That is a good deal, you guys. It really is. I'm using this little sponge and a BH Cosmetics, rest in peace, powder that I found. Just keep it in the drugstore vein. But the one that's still available I would recommend is the Wet n Wild one. I just looked. You can't even get this BH one. What's going on with BH, you guys? I know Makeup Revolution bought them and they came out with like a couple releases after that, but I think those were already in the works. Are they like gone now? Does anybody know? Let me know if you've heard, because I have no idea what is going on there. All right, I'm going to do my brows off camera just because they take a minute and they're a bit boring, But NYX is the brand that I'd recommend for brow products. They have so many different pencils and pomades and things. I'm using this little pomade here, the NYX Taman Frame. When I looked it up at Ulta, I could not find this. I don't know if it exists anymore, you guys. I've had this for years. I'm finally getting to the point where it's almost gone. But I still would recommend for brow stuff. There's multiple things under $15 from the NYX category. And I've used the Fill-In Fluff Pencil and, other brow products from NYX too that I still feel like I can recommend them, even though I don't have their current products in my collection because I've used them before. And again, part of this video is not only use stuff that's affordable, like if you are trying to save money but you need a restock, or you've just got like that itch that I need a new product, but you're trying to save the bank a little bit. Or if you're just like me and you're like, okay, I need to use what I have. And remember that just because it's not a this year launch doesn't mean it's not a good product, or that I have to move on and keep up with everything that is launching all the time. It's just not possible for most of us. All right, now that the brows are done, we're gonna go on to bronzer. I've got here a bronzer that is huge from Makeup Revolution. I looked up this one for this size, $8. $8 is what you can get this for. There is some stuff out there, I'm telling you, just gotta look a little bit and it'll do what it needs to do. I'm telling you guys. So I'm just going to chisel out my cheekbones a little bit here. I do like to bring it up the temples and everything too. They have glowy bronzers too if you're into that, but I have realized I had a Wet n Wild glowy bronzer that I don't like the glow in it. On this part of my face, I feel like it's on my cheekbone, it just accentuates the pores too much, but I do like a glowy blush that I place a little bit higher, so I don't know. It's all about preference, but the good thing is they have options. I feel like it used to be, at least when I was a college and high school kid, there were not a lot of options. There really were not a lot of options. It was you get what you get. And I'm also going to take this little e.l.f. Nose contour brush thing here and contour the nose a little bit. Okay, so now we're here. We're gonna go into blush next. And man, I was influenced years ago to get this, and for a good reason. For blush, we're going to LA Girl, and this is $5.99. It is in shade Just Playful, but they have lots of shades. And it's just a plastic compact like this, but it's good, you guys. It's pretty pigmented from what I remember, so you don't need a lot here. And again, you can do what shade you want. I like my blush and my bronzer to be kind of in the same family, at least if I'm trying to go more natural, so I can kind of like marry them together a little bit here. And like I said, I placed the blush a bit higher, and I've been liking going kind of up around the brow to my temple with my blush there a bit too. Is that technically considered blush draping? I don't know. Whatever it's called, that's what I do, and that's what I like. You can't tell me that's not a satisfying click too, like a little, I don't know, something about it. It's just satisfying. I don't know what. Okay, highlighter. Just so we can get the complexion all done here. Back to Wet n Wild. We've got the Mega Glow highlighting powder here. $5.99 to $6.99 depending on where you get it and which one you get. Mine is in shade, what are you? Precious Petals. It's more of like a gold one. I haven't done a gold highlighter in a minute, so I thought this would be pretty to pull out, especially since I am self-tanned, you know, and give me that more golden look that I'm going for with the tan. That's pretty. Okay, I need a smaller brush here because I'm going to do a little nose highlight. And I don't want to make a mess and get it everywhere. Here's another trick if you're my age or older, like my crease here that I get. Putting a little luminosity, a little reflection there seems to help cover that up so you can't see the crease. It doesn't seem to like fall into the crease, or if it does, there's definitely not the illusion of it being there. And then you just get like, oh, this cute little dainty nose I've created for myself. And moving on, I think to eyes now. All right, so I'm counting this as drugstore because again, you can get it at Ulta. ColourPop, they're 9 pans. They do not have this one anymore. But they have tons of options that are $14 full price, so that's still under our $15 mark here. This is the Honey. I have some other 9 pans, but I just really felt like I needed to throw it back to this one because I'm pretty sure that this is the first palette I ever filmed with on my channel 7, maybe 8 years ago. And here we are almost hitting 1,000 subscribers later. And yeah, it just feels like we need a moment for that. So you're also gonna see how an 8-year-old palette or so performs, which, newsflash, it's expired, right? Obviously, but it's not stopping me, right? It's not stopping me. So use all your makeup in your collection. Pull out some oldies, because this is, you see this yellow? It's showing up actually quite well. I'm wondering if that's because I'm tan too, because I feel like it normally is like, where is it on my pale skin? So maybe it's just perception of the rest of me being more tan right now. Because I'm definitely not tan on my eyelids. I did not put self-tanner there. That seemed not safe. So I just did Stinger, which is this shade here. I'm going to deepen it up with Buzzkill. I say deepen up because it's not a very deep shade, but it's pretty much as deep as this palette goes. Gives us a little brown. I mean, if you didn't want to go colorful too, you could do a shade like this just all over the lid and add some liner, mascara, maybe even lash, and be done with it. And you're going to look great. I mean, look at the complexion, you guys. It's like, it's not matte. I'm not into matte. I feel like it makes me look older and crusty. But it's also not like the sweaty look. It's like a very natural, glowy, but not too sweaty looking. Okay, and then I'm going to flat brush Queen Bee on the eye here. This more like bronzy gold yellow. I don't know how to describe it. Oh, hello. The shimmers are still there, people. 8 years later, or whatever it is that I got this palette, and it still performs. Absolutely. That's really pretty. And then, let's see, inner corner, we're gonna go Sunburst, which I think is the lightest yellow shimmer in the palette. So pretty, so pretty. Oh, okay. And lashes. For lashes, we are going to Essence. This is the Get Big Lashes Volume Curl Mascara, $3.99. Essence has, I feel like, a dozen different mascaras. Like, no lie, they have at least 6 choices for sure, minimum. I think they're all like $3.99. So, the Get Falsies one, it's called something like that. I've tried that one and I really like that one too, but I'm out of it. I think I got 3 of them at the same time just because I was shocked at the price. So I think this is my last one that I'm down to now of the 3 that I got. But I mean, a $4 mascara, like, come on. You cannot beat that. And again, it's all just like preference as to which one you want, what effect you want, for which one's going to be the best for you. I will say I find with the cheaper, or should I say more affordable, do we not like the word cheaper? I see people do that. I mean, even the title, affordable makeup, like cheap is this bad word. It's not a bad word if it performs well. You know what I mean? Then you can like brag and be like, wow, it was so cheap. It was such a good find. I do find with the more affordable or cheap mascaras, whatever you want to call it, that you do have to give them several layers for them to give what, at least for me, what I want them to give. So you might have to have a little more patience to build them up, fair warning. But I will say, there are much more expensive brands, mascaras that I've tried, that I have equally had to work to build up. Okay, and there are the lashes. Hopefully you can see them. My lashes are fairly long, so I usually look for stuff that either gives volume and spreads them out. This one definitely does not. It's more of that like piecey look, which I don't mind either on like a sparse look like this. I think the lash is kind of pretty like that. This one is obviously one that is supposed to help them keep a curl more than it is volume. Okay, and is it just the lip? I think we're down to the lip, you guys. Okay, we are staying in the Essence category for lip. This is their Hollow Wow Dewy Lip Shine. I'm sorry they don't have this one anymore. I love this one so much. It's in Scarab Wings, but I need to use it before it turns and gets nasty because it's still nice and I want to use it and enjoy it. But they have tons of glosses from $3.99 to $4.99. And if you really want to feel like the Squeezy Tube Peptide Lip Balm fantasy that a lot of brands are coming out with right now, they have one of those too with peptide in it that's $6.99. So it's still more. But girl, in comparison to these other brands, right? Much more affordable. Certainly under $15. Okay, and here is the final look. It's just a cute little bee, right? Like, it's not anything that it's like a slay the house, boots down, whatever, right? This is more like everyday makeup. You certainly could get an effect with drugstore though. Let me know if you want to see like a no, we need the going out glam bridal whatever. I can do that too. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. This is like a great go grocery shopping, going out to brunch, going to the book club kind of a look for me at least. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was helpful. Reminder, use what's in your collection. You don't always have to get the newest thing. And I hope to see you again on the next one. Bye.